Hello! Video 25. I've got a favourite one here. I like this one, and I think, well, there's a lot of people covered this on Sheffield History and Sheffield Forum as well. Quite a recognisable place. So what I'm going to do is there's two pictures for this one. I'm going to load the first one up, and I'll let the second one load up incidentally as well with it, just after it. And I shall read what I wrote about it first. So here it is. Video and picture 25. There it is. Banners. John Banners. An amazing department store. Just fantastic as a kid. I loved it. It was great. We went food shopping in there. We went like looking. No, I don't remember buying anything else, but I went. I used to love to go into every single floor there. Up and down in the lift, and it's just brilliant. It was just an amazing place when you were a kid. It was the first department store that I remember, and the features and stuff in it is just what I remember. And I suppose there's a lot of other people as well. A lot of people remember it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what I wrote down. So here we go. John Banners, a large department store with 4 floors. The basement was the food department, the rest divided into furniture and clothing. Me and my brother spent a lot of time in here, especially going up and down in the lift. And then what we used to do is we'd go up and down, and we'd just pick a floor. And when we pretend we get there, we pretend we're in a rocket or something, and you didn't know where you were going. And when they used to ding and the doors used to open, type of thing, you come out in the furniture department, the clothes, or the electrical department, and you pretend you're in a strange land, and you'd kind of walk out, look around, quickly, and then run back in the lift and go to another floor, sort of thing, as if there was something out there. There probably was. They were all attendants thinking what 2 scruffy kids are doing messing about in the lift. And we'd do this for ages, and we'd love it until eventually, we'd hand up back of your collar and get out, sort of thing. And we'd get kicked out the store, or told to leave, sort of thing, click round the ear or whatever. But I loved doing that. It was just great going up and down in them lifts. And I remember the lift to the bottom as well. If you ever went down in the lift to the basement, which we didn't, we always used the stairs. It was one of the original like wrought iron. You'd step off and step in it, and it had the original wrought iron gate that used to go across. I remember it, but only briefly remember that because we never used it. But I know a lot of people did because it's been on there. A lot of people have said so. Fantastic. Right. Until we got kicked out. Christmas was my favourite time in here. Everything laid out for Christmas with all the decorations up, especially in the food floor. I think that's because most of the time where we used to spend. And I'd go down with my mum, and it was great because you'd have all the trimmings up. There'd be a tree down there, and there'd all be all the Christmas food and stuff. And I think they had a little bit for for toys, I suppose. Because when the kid goes past, they want one of them and want one of them, sort of thing. But that was fantastic. Always used to go down there with my mum. It was brilliant. Right, the next picture is the second picture, which is taken just up the side road of there as well, which will lead you up onto eventually up onto top of Chippingham Street. So an entrance in the other picture led you through 2 sets of doors onto a linoed walkway. Everything around it was carpeted. Right in front was a lift and a stairway leading up and down to the floor, the food floor. 2 small flights veering off to the right took you down to a checkered floor room like a chessboard. Remember that? Just go down to the bottom. And also when you walk down so far, before you went down so many parts of the steps, there used to be like a little bit of the side, like a little shelf. And they always used to keep empty cardboard boxes there on the side. And there was loads of them, all in different sizes and stuff. And we used to, every now and again, my mum would say, right, come on, tidy your rooms, chuck out all your old toys that you don't want, and keep the ones that you do want, sort of thing, and I want you to put them in a box. And she said, come on, we'll go down Banners and get you a box. So we'd go down, we'd go down Banners and whatnot, we'd find one of the, they send a biggie size box, like a big crisp box or whatever, we'd pick one out and we'd go home, put it at the bottom of his bed, and then you get your best, your books and your toys and your stuff, and and you lay your books down in the bottom, the big ones nice and flat, and then all piled up in the toys, and it was like a real highlight. Fantastic it was. Your kids don't know you're born. That was living. That was until you wanted the book at the bottom, and then you just rinsed it out, and everything else went flying. But I think, I don't know, we used to do it once a month or once every 2 months, but I think that's when my mum used to get us to tidy his room up. Let's go down to Banners and get you a new box. Oh, if only we could have lived in it in the road. Great stuff. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Down to a checkered floored room like a chessboard. The room was brightly lit with aisles of food shelves. The till was right by the stairs. I only remember there being one. It's true that there must have been more than one till there. For some reason, I only ever remember seeing one, or there being one. But obviously, there must have been 2 or 3. Otherwise, it would have just been too packed. Around the walls were posters, sign written advertising this week's special offers and prices. These also ran up the stairs. That's true. They were all like in a day glow pink and a day glow orange. Do you remember that? They were all like sign written as well. You know, somebody got a black and red paint and sign written them. You know, like, I don't know, a loaf of bread probably. And I'm not going to say 1 and 6 either. Ain't that bloody old? But you know, quite cheap. Yeah. I mean, I remember. Can't fully remember when, but there was like. Do you remember that little they had like a pulley system as well upstairs, which went all the way around? And what had happened is people, when the cashiers in the different floors, would get the money, stuff it into, I think it was like a ball or something, screw it together, and it used to go along either a basket or it used to roll down like metal wires or something, like down a shoe, and it'd all end up going upstairs, you know, to where the accounts and the tills were. I've got a brief knowledge of that, you know, like I think that's what it was. It was either a basket or it was like a cage where the ball ran down or the ball went in the basket. So I'll put a post on the forum about it. I think there's already one on there, and if anybody who does remember or knows exactly what it was, then let me know. But in its heyday, it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I love Banners. You know, I like all the different floors with the furniture and stuff and that. But I mean, we mainly only ever used to go to the food part, you know, and. But you know, there were like a few toys down there as well. But you know, I think every now and again we went upstairs. But it wasn't until I got like a bit older. I mean, my brother, like I said, used to mess about. He used to go up, you know, slide down a bit of the stairs, down the banister bit, and go up in the lift and mess about, sort of thing. So yeah, fantastic. Anyway, I'll leave that as part 1, and I'll move on to part 2 in a second. Thank you. Video 25. I meant to say video 26 part 1, not video 25. What a plonker. Thank you.